Hello, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Attorney E. Immigration Lawyer. Today's episode po ay usapang deportation ulit tayo. Okay? Because of the recent announcement made by President Trump, marami po ang nangangamba and kaya po tayo gumagawa ng ganitong mga videos. Okay? To give the right information. Before we start, I want to introduce myself, Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. I'm based in the U.S., and I represent clients from all over the world. You can do a Zoom consultation with me. Mag-text kayo 713-315-7793 or mag-email eb@eboardlaw.com. Okay? Hindi na po kami naggagawa ng free consultation kasi napakarami po ang nag-text, okay, for questions. So here's what you need to do. Kung may katanungan kayo and you do not want a consultation with me, mag-comment kayo. Now, do not put any private or confidential information sa comment section. And I'll do my best to answer that. Okay? So once a month po, ay sinasagot ko ang mga tanong dyan. But if you want to schedule a consultation with me, mag-text kayo 713-315-7793 or mag-email eb@eboardlaw.com. Okay. All right. So first and foremost, ayan, kaya po panay usapang deportation ang topic natin because of the announcement that was made. Ngayon, meron din pong panawagan ng atin pong ambassador and naiintindihan naman din natin ang kanyang panawagan. Now, in our episode today, pag-uusapan natin yung mga depensa. So, iisa-isahin natin yung depensa sa removal. Sa past episode po natin, pinag-usapan natin yung proseso ng deportation, okay? Now, I know na tayong mga Filipino po, hindi po pangkaraniwan sa atin yung mga katulad po ng uh, mga citizens of other countries, especially from South America, na dumadaan po sa border, okay? Marami pong mga Filipino, however, ang nag-out of status. And I think the ambassador said about 300,000 po. Siguro po aabutin ng 500,000 Filipinos. So I ask all of you, yung mga nakikinig po dito sa programa natin, na maging kind and compassionate. Kung kayo po ay may lawful immigration status, then that's very good. Pero po kung okay po yan. So, let's be kind dun sa mga wala pong status na mga kababayan natin or naguguluhan right now. Sa inyo pong mga pagre-react, please be compassionate and please be kind. That's all I ask po, okay? So, ang una ko pong payo ay be calm and wag po kayong gagawa ng mga drastic decisions right now because of the announcement made by re-elected President Trump, pati na rin po yung panawagan ng ating ambassador. So just be calm, okay? And, when you make a decision out of fear, ayan, o yung takot kayo, kaya po kayo ay pabigla-bigla sa decision, usually ay hindi po yun ang the best decision. Okay, so just stay calm. And number two, stay informed or keep yourself informed. And how do you do that? So, ang payo ko po ay kumonsulta kayo sa isang immigration lawyer. It doesn't have to be me. Diyan po sa inyong lugar, marami po mga immigration lawyers. Call the state bar or mag-google po kayo to get the right information. Okay? Ngayon, kung naghahanap kayo ng free consultation, maaari siguro kung pumunta kayo sa mga simbahan if they have immigration programs, then you can ask for if they have a pro bono attorney. Pero po kung ito po ay tungkol ay para sa inyong kinabukasan at kinabukasan ng inyong pamilya, siguro naman po ay, kaya niyong magbayad ng consultation fee. Now, it doesn't have to be me po You can get other immigration lawyer. My point is that you have to get the right information. Okay? So, ito pong ating topic ngayon ay isa ito sa mga depensa because meron po sa ating nagtanong na matagal na siya dito. Ang case niya, matagal na siyang nag-overstay. So, pumasok siya bilang isang tourist and then matagal na po siya na out of status. Okay? and nagkaroon na po siya ng mga anak at pamilya dito sa Amerika. Wala siyang US citizen na asawa, pero meron siyang mga anak na dito na ipinanganak. So yun po. So ang tanong niya ay, mayroon po ba siyang pag-asa kung sakali man siya ay malagay sa deportation, okay? So yan po specifically ang ating pag-uusapan today. Yan. Ang tawag po sa relief na yan or sa depensa na yan ay cancellation of removal, okay? So I'm going to share with you my screen. Ito po. So, panoorin niyo yung episode ko about the process. Ayan, kung paano ba malagay sa deportation or removal proceedings, tapos meron po dong pagkakataon kung saan sasabihin nyo or ng inyong abogado ang inyong depensa. So, hindi naman po yan tipong na-place kayo sa deportation and then now, pick up agad and then balik agad sa Philippines. So, you have to evaluate. You have to know kung meron kang defense. And how do you know? By talking to a professional, di ba? So ngayon, eto do sa particular question, mahigit 10 taon na siya dito sa Amerika at may mga anak na siya na US citizens. So meron ba siyang depensa kung siya ay mahuli ng immigration, okay? At mailagay sa deportation or removal proceeding? Meron po tayong tinatawag na non-LPR cancellation of removal. Ito po ay isang depensa. Kapag naipanalo mo ang depensang ito, ay bibigyan ka ng court ng green card actually. Okay? So, pag-usapan natin yung requirements kung pasok ka ba dito. Okay, so if a person is in the removal proceeding because she is inadmissible or deportable and meets the following criteria, itong mga requirements. Okay, so number 1, yan, so pag-usapan natin, ikaw ay physically present in the US continuously for at least 10 years. So 10 years ka sa US, okay? At least 10 years continuously. Number 2, good moral character for 10 years. And pag-usapan natin dito yung mga crimes and offenses na magki-kick out sa'yo dito sa eligibility na to. Okay? So, dapat meron kang good moral character for 10 years. Meron kang, next is, you have not been convicted of certain offenses. We're gonna talk about this kung itong mga offenses na to. Number 4, kung ikaw ay madideport, it would cause exceptional and extremely unusual hardship to kung meron kang green card holder or US citizen na asawa, anak, or parent. Okay, so sila yung mga qualifying relatives mo. So magkukos ng exceptional and extremely unusual hardship sa iyong anak, asawa, o magulang. Yan. So, na US citizen or lawful permanent resident. Ayan. So, yun ang tinatawag na qualifying relative. So, kung 10 years ka lang, tapos wala ka namang qualifying relative, ay hindi po nyo makiklaim ang non-LPR cancellation of removal. So, maaaring ibang defenses, okay, or reliefs, but not this one. So, in order for you to claim or to invoke this, ay pwede pong, dapat ay kailangan meron kang qualifying relatives. And who are these relatives? LPR, meaning green card holder or US citizen asawa, spouse, child, anak, or parent. When you say child sa immigration, below 21 years old na walang asawa. Okay? Yan. Next, hindi naman ito available sa certain people and yung pong nakatanggap na ng cancellation or suspension of deportation or 212C relief, yung nag-persecute ka or naging inadmissible or deportable under the anti-terrorist grounds and excuse me, crewmen who entered after June 30, 1964 and certain J visa exchange visitors. Okay? Yan. Excuse me po, ha? Yan. Okay, so we discuss na, yan po, yung mga requirements, ulitin natin, physical presence for 10 years, yan. Good moral character for 10 years, and hindi ka dapat convicted nito mga crimes na to na pag-uusapan natin, and dapat merong exceptional and extremely unusual hardship dun sa iyong green card holder or US citizen spouse, child, or parent. Okay, so exceptional and unusual, extremely unusual hardship. Kung mga bata, syempre, 'di ba, yung mga bata na sinong susuporta sa mga bata? Kung ikaw ang tatay or ikaw ang breadwinner, paano 'yan? Sinong magpapaaral diyan? So 'yon, extreme hardship 'yon sa mga bata. Sino ang provide ng financial support, even yung care, kung ikaw ang primary caregiver ng mga anak mo. Yan. So, I had a case before na siya ang tatay and nahuli siya sa traffic violation, and then eventually nilagay siya ng ICE removal proceedings. This was the time, na napakahigpit ng immigration, and we were able to use this kasi meron siyang anak na special child na kailangan ng kanyang kalinga, and siya yung primary caretaker and breadwinner ng bata. Okay? So, kinonsider yon. So, meron siyang another situation, meron kang magulang na US citizen na extreme, na merong disability, and you have to, you're the primary caregiver of your parent. So, kung ikaw ay madideport, sino ang mag-aalaga sa magulang? Okay? O kaya yung isang asawa mo na may sakit at ikaw ang kailangan na maging provider sa iyong US citizen or green card holder na spouse, child, or parent. Ayan. So in this type of relief, ang tinitingnan po ay yung length of stay mo sa Amerika, at least 10 years continuously, and then yung good moral character mo for 10 years, kung ikaw ba ay na-convict nitong mga offenses na to na pag-uusapan natin, and kung madideport ka, ay magkakos ba ito ng extreme and exceptional hardship sa iyong asawa, anak o magulang na green card holder or US citizen. Okay. Klaro po yan, ha? Kaya po, huwag kayo pabigla-bigla, especially para dun sa mga matagal na po dito and natatakot sila na baka malagay sila sa removal proceeding. In some cases, yung mga nagiging successful po sa pag-invoke nito ay ano po, parang blessing in disguise pa. Okay? Ayan. So, let's talk about naman yung mga bars, yung criminal bars. One of the requirements for non-LPR cancellation is that dapat hindi ka convicted of any offense listed in INA sections 212A2, 237A2, or 237A3. A conviction is required to be barred from non-LPR cancellation of removal. So ito po yung mga disqualifying convictions. Ngayon, kung kayo ay merong ganitong situation, makipag-usap kayo sa isang immigration lawyer na nag-specialize po sa ganitong mga cases. Okay? So yung crime involving moral turpitude, ayan, offenses relating to controlled substances, mga controlled substances, drugs, okay? 2 or more offenses na meron silang total sentence imposed of 5 years or more. O kaya kung nag-i-engage ka in the business of being a prostitute, aggravated felony, yan. High-speed flight from an immigration checkpoint. Maraming mga checkpoint na, unexpected na meron pala noon. Siguro in Texas, we had a trip, yung husband ko and I, and then we didn't realize na dun border na pala yun ng Mexico. And of course, ang dami pong mga checkpoints. So high-speed flight from an immigration checkpoint, firearms offenses. Ayan. Next po, crime of domestic violence or stalking. Crime of child abuse, neglect or abandonment, violations of certain portions of a domestic violence protection order. Ito yung mga convictions on or after September 30, 1996, espionage, treason, sedition. Ito yung Selective Service Act or trading with the enemy violation. Failure to register or document fraud under the listed federal acts. And ito po, false claim to U.S. citizenship. Kung hindi ka naman U.S. citizen, bawal po ang mag-claim na ikaw ay isang U.S. citizen, ha? Failure to register as a sex offender under a federal law. Yung mga entering or departure permit fraud. Importation of immigrants for immoral purposes. Ito yung mga nagta-traffic, labor or human trafficking, sex trafficking. Threats against the president and military expeditions against friendly nations. So yan po yung mga bars, kailangan ng conviction. Now, may mga exception po dyan at makipag-usap po kayo sa immigration lawyer kung kayo po ay nasa ganyang situation. Ayan po ang requirements for non-LPR, meaning non-lawful permanent resident cancellation of removal. Isa po itong depensa sa deportation para po doon sa mga at least 10 years na dito sa Amerika na may mga anak na, lalo na may mga anak na US citizens na dito na po ipinanganak. Okay. Now, the best thing to do po is to consult an immigration lawyer kasi po baka mayroon pa pong mga ibang pwede pang gawin, especially if you have children na. And before po kayong malagay sa deportation or sa removal. Ayan po. So, my suggestion, my advice is kalma lang po tayo. Huwag po tayo pabigla-bigla sa mga desisyon. Huwag po tayo padadala sa mga bali-balita. Ang right and accurate information po, ang the best information, the best tool, the best weapon that you have, okay? And don't make decisions out of fear. Ayan po. Ako po si Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. Until next time po, maraming salamat. Bye!